chase. Good job, Velo. But how far can you stretch this moment here? Because Skyjump and Momsy, they're surely on the chase, even using the zip line to try to cut the distance as fast as possible.
Hide and seek for Velo. It's his first LAN. What better moment to announce yourself to the world stage? Can he clutch up here? Can he keep evading the attention of Skyjump and Momsy? Trying to be a little bit sneaky here. Hiding behind the trash can. He's being very, very careful because he knows what Skyjump and Momsy are capable of. Has he done enough? You can see them still just looking on over, trying to find this elimination, trying to find it.
That elimination, though, those eliminations on the Clix and Higgs, literally on the live leaderboard, puts them on the spot inside of the bubble. Velo right now really needs to dig deep to figure out how he's going to get out, because it's not only about leaving that position, it's about looting up and getting Savage back.
But look what's taking place elsewhere. Muzz and Spinx, sure, they might have struck first at Humble Hills, but the leftovers of other teams' desires really taking over in that moment. And no Muzz means that Spinx has such an uphill battle waiting for him. Chap, Flixie hanging out still by Dark Dominion. But Jacob, Mini, one thing I couldn't help but notice, Velo stuck behind the dumpster over at Squibly. He knows that Momsy and Skyjump are trying to chase him down, but more importantly still, there was still Kazi and Davo off in the distance. And if they go near that hill face that looks directly into Squibly, they will see Velo.
You have to be so, so careful. And as does anyone that gets in the way of Chap and Flixie in here at Dark Dominion. They're a team that have already booked their spot into the grand finals tomorrow. They're going to be looking at conditioning the rest of the lobby. Yuma, Koyota, a team that we haven't seen enough of today. They need to make it all happen in this final game. Remember, this is a team that know this drop spot well. They have that advantage. Hits a huge shot to Chap already, trying to close in on the distance as well, but Chap's able to find the heals. Yuma's trying to find an angle as well, but Chap is able to find a position of healing. Flixie looking for another angle from a different wall, getting looked at from Koyota. Koyota can't quite find a way through either. Chap's trying to find a response, but it's just a stalemate right now.
Yeah, for Koyota, it's a big shot to open up the fight. Unfortunately enough, they were unable to really follow up on it. Big advantage over Chap, but Flixie's even dropped down to just 1 HP before he's eventually knocked by Scare. The third party comes in. We knew this lobby was going to get aggressive quick, but it's happening at a much faster pace that even I have anticipated as Koyota and Yuma. They need this here. They got some early damage, but they don't want to be a part of this mess anymore. They're using that porta potty and they're getting out.
They need their way over towards Dark Dominion. Chap as a solo, but you have to remember, he's already done what he needed to. 200 points, safe and secure inside of that consistency metric. It doesn't matter if he goes down, but can he play spoiler to Scare and Osid? They're looking to take up the fight. They know that this is an injured solo, but how much further can they push him? And finally, they get that elimination. Koyota and Yuma, though, thanking their lucky stars that they didn't have to continue that exchange, but it does suck at the end because they didn't get the opportunity to properly loot the bodies.
Some cheating, remember, uncontested off spawn. They're going to have to try and look for the damage elsewhere. Of course, already found that early elimination. They'll be happy with that, but the rest of the game needs to go their way. 34 points. The win is going to be what they're looking at right here, Jacob. It's not going to be easy, though. We haven't seen enough of them today. They haven't performed at their best. And for two players of this caliber, you just expect so much more. Can they do it now?
Yeah, unfortunately for Yanis and Cheatin, all day long, they're essentially at a 50-50 drop spot. You either get the loot, you get the weapons, or you don't. And they've been on the receiving end of a couple losses in some of those games, but the one that matters most, they're still alive. Chino and Pablo, couple struggles to start the day for them. We've seen it yesterday as well. Triple contested, does do things to you at the end of the day, but they have been finding their stride to close it out. And now they're at 190 points, and it doesn't look like they're slowing down anytime soon.
Chino and Pablo are ready to settle the score. They were hunting Mini, Theo, and Pukum because they are just way too close for comfort. Pablo and Chino are sick of it being a triple contested situation over at Sandy Strip. They want to and guarantee that it'll just be them versus Victor V and Kanata in tomorrow's competition. Still, Osid, Scare, they're doing everything in their power to just put themselves in a best case scenario to try and win out in this lobby because that's what they need. They need the BR in order to get into tomorrow's competition.
Here on the other side, Scare and Osid need these elims. They need a big game. You can see very close on the standings at the moment. So for both of these teams, it is of equal importance. And that's why we see Haman right here trying to look for an overdrive grenade away. But oh no, Scare and Osid, they are scary right now. They are closing on through. Haman will not get away that easy. Scare just needs to try and find the final few shots to take him out. He just can't hit them here. They're still chasing him on through.
Spend this much time though, pursuit of one individual. Scare and Osid are lucky that they haven't encountered anybody else along the way. They were beelining for him, and finally they'd be able to cut him off. So Scare, Osid, they add yet another elimination. That's 5 in total. And you could be right. It might just be a go big or go home instance. Maybe the Victory Royale could be in their sights, but it could also just be a lot of points off the eliminations and a strong placement finish.
This is one of those teams right here. Mini Pio and Cocoon, they've been kind of going under the radar until that last game. Almost had me cheering them on if they would have got the Victory Royale. But they went ahead and got a bunch of points to put themselves in control of their entire destiny as Giannis and Cheatin. They know it's not just the Victory Royale, it's the eliminations. Because if a lot of those teams along their path, in and outside of the bubble, do go down, that gives them a chance if they get enough eliminations in a high-scoring game to where they might not need the Victory Royale. A little bit more of a long shot, but it's definitely possible.
I didn't see it worked. He wasn't seeked, if you like, as Velo can find the reboot onto Mr. Savage, keeping them in this game, Taco. But of course, their entire game plan, they're now going to be behind. They took so much damage there in those previous fights, so they're going to need to try and find enough damage to make that happen. Epic Well and Pump, a really solid game from those guys in that previous one. They need to make something happen here as well, but oh no, Savage down again.
Savage just never got the chance. Teams are looking every which direction. The moment the audio cue sounds out, another player is looking to close in, but even still, Velo at least has one silver lining. And it's a reach in the dark. It's a long shot, but with the way that the lobby is thinning out so rapidly, excuse that last reboot that just took place though to bump it right back up to 60, they might not have to worry about search threshold, but first and foremost, Velo has to escape. He needs to just find a way to position himself and make it into the zone to begin with.
Just really interesting. He moves on over towards Riptides, but doesn't know they're overstaying their welcome on the side of Epic Whale and Pump. It's Mr. Savage. Another reboot opportunity. This is how he went down to Momsy and Skyjump. And you see on the mini-map in that moment, that's when Velo had no choice. I can't continue to be the hero when you have no loot, but he is going to get another opportunity here.
Saw it right there. 70% of their points have been from solo clutches. That's the story of this season as well. So Velo needs to make it all happen right now, even if it is a solo situation throughout the rest of this game. Really putting themselves under it right now because they've got to make it all happen at the end of this game. A team that don't know Taco, Aegis and Ritual, experimentation, trying different things, playing back inside of the storm, maybe experimenting with tomorrow.
And this feels like watching a breath of fresh air in action because Aegis and Ritual, they have all the time in the world. They can do whatever they want. They can get eliminated in the next couple of seconds and it wouldn't make a difference. They have secured their spot for the Summit Finals. But now, Sado, Hodesai, they're also looking to take control of their fate and make it onto tomorrow's battle bus. First, they'll have to contend, though, with the team left over at Wonky Land, King and Phaser. But King and Phaser, they're not interested. They're just trying to play this one out.
Second time is a song, maybe. Mr. Savage, can you survive? Yes, you can. But for how long? A little bit of HP. Medkits being passed. They have absolutely nothing to their name. And in a two-tick zone, they're not going to have a lot of time to actually loot up and get the loadout that they want. So they're just going to be scrapping their way through the end of this game. But at 116, again, they were that team that is on the line. If they could somehow make it out of zone to start scoring some placement points, they should be okay.
Two-tick zone, though. The storm is moving in. It's going to get increasingly more difficult for them to get on in here in a good situation. Maybe if they even make it in. They don't have any loot. Mr. Savage doesn't have anything. So if this is going to happen for them, they're doing it in style.
Even when they make it into the zone, though, they'll have that constant looming threat of storm sickness. We haven't seen too many duos threatened by it throughout today's matches, but this would definitely be a circumstance where I could see that taking over just because of how much time Velo has had to position himself inside a storm to bring Savage back. Skyjump and Momsy, though, devious start chasing down Velo from the beginning has now left them in a position where they've got ample surge, and they're looking to make their next move.
Yeah, for a couple of teams in this lobby, it is looking good. Fadil and Ju specifically, 400 damage above the threshold. They're looking for opportunities for more. Cheat and Yanis, they're the ones in their line of sight, and they cause a little bit of a distraction. It does look like Cheatin was just taken down, leaving Yanis by himself. You got to blame Fadil and Ju a little bit for that causing the distraction. But at 122 points, you see them inside of that bubble, but they are not safe. They still need to perform decently well in this game to secure that spot.
Max pull zone, absolute nightmare situation for them right now, but how are they going to handle it? Overdrive grenades goes through. They just decide to white line it here, try and go the easy way through, get on top of this hill. An important position for them to find themselves in as the rest of the lobby also try and find their way on through. Where will they position themselves next? Every single move they make here, Taco, has increased importance.
And for Braids and Visuals, they might find themselves a little bit cut off, a bit hesitant to try and move out initially. They knew that Randu was right next door. They didn't want to be at risk of losing their shields. They're going to opt to take a little bit more of an isolated path here, wrapping all the way around through some of their pre-existing builds even, but so far so good. Nobody's holding down that hill, still just ahead of them, and so they will be able to work their way into this next edge zone.
Give or take 3 eliminations worth of points for Visuals and Braids. That's how close this game actually is, as Velo and Savage end up in another scuffle. Phazin and Gerald on the other side, but luckily for them, they're 74 above. They get tagged up yet again, 35, quickly falling. They aggress onto him. Gerald ends up in the whole box, but they're just trying to backtrack in their steps. They don't want to give it up here. They're 196 above. Surprisingly, look at their loadout, Spinny. You almost would have never guessed they went down. He takes a big shot, but he fires one back. Gerald goes down. Velo gets sprayed from all around. 25 HP, and they lose control and go down.
There are no winners in this exchange, though. Jacob Phazin might have won it out initially, but he is still inside of the storm. Everybody else in the lobby looking his way, waiting for him to try and make his entry point. But Cazers, Xavier, everyone else just looking to shut him out.
Modesai Sato had a really good off spawn this time. They needed to make this game count, but no, with Sato going down, Podesai follows. Gino and Pablo continue to find their fighting prowess in these lobbies to again solidify their spot in the grand finals. They're having fun.
Yeah, you see 14th place, 18th place, both of them down, and this is just one of those moments where you have to just sit and wait. Pray nobody passes you on that leaderboard, and maybe even cheering for a team like this, for Chino and Pablo, to take out your competition. But they're at 194 points. They've been on fire as of recently, and they don't look to slow down yet. But as we move in this zone, we're going up towards the top of that mountain. So this one, if you don't have enough builds or aren't prepared for the different elevation changes, I bid you farewell.
12th through 14th, though, those duos have already been eliminated from this lobby. The cutoff range really appears to be where Josh and Zoe were last seen, in that 11th place position, and it's going to be very close here. Braids, Visuals, still trying to do what they can to play leapfrog in the final moments.
Fastbrokey repairs, looking to play for that height right now. Chino lost Pablo down to 6 HP, trying to hide away, but it's not going to matter. He's down and out, but they'll be rocketing themselves all the way through to the grand finals tomorrow. What a performance from them.
See, Yanis just trying to go ahead and shockwave to try to grab some of the loot. But unfortunately enough, he ends up on the backside of that zone, having to figure out a way out of that position. But for Alex and Reckless, OCE's best. They got 4 eliminations, 116 points. Not sure what that threshold is now, but you see they're just outside of that bubble. 1 elimination, 1 placement point, and if one team goes down, they will take it.
Alex was saying earlier on, he's the face of OCE. You want the face of OCE in the top level of competition. Epic Well and Pump here, able to find a little bit of loot here of Karama. That's going to be huge for them going into this endgame. Of course, the zone's pulling back into that way as well, so they can extend into that zone. But oh no, they're getting knocked on the door. There's another team spraying at them here. It's not going to be easy.
And Fadil under so much pressure right now, but just barely going to be above the surge threshold. Still, he has to try and pick up whatever points he can, because it is way too close for comfort. 124 points, 3 teams tied at the same margin. He cannot afford to go down anytime soon. He needs all the placement he can build. Maybe
solo clutches this season from Adil. What bigger time to do it for him right now? We saw it in the last chance qualifier in Major 1. He came so close to winning out the game. All he needs to do now is find a few more of these placement points. Getting into those is going to be so vital for them. Fast Roki and Repairs reclaim that high ground as well. And looking on down at the rest of the lobby and looking at their points, Jacob, they need this win.
Yeah, and they're putting themselves in the best position possible to take it. We know high ground wins games, even though low ground might win a championship. It's about qualifying to Sunday. But if Flank comes in, high ground gets contested, Fast Roki goes down. It's all up to Repair. 7 HP and a dream.
But everything is crumbling right underneath him. Too many teams looking his way. Repair still managing to drop, avoids the brunt of the damage. Currently, Yuma and Koyota, they are all or nothing at this stage. They want the victory royale more than anyone in this final moment.
But they don't have bills. They're trying to fight. They're trying to find that refresh. It's all a bit of a frenzy right now for Koyota and Yuma. They're not able to find this height hold successfully. It's absolute chaos. Koyota goes up onto height. They're still trying to hold it, but they don't have the bills.
Yeah, they just try and cause havoc. Let some of those shots bleed through. Maybe get the elimination, but Fadil, you said it yourself. Clutching up again. 148 points. Sunday, he can taste it. He is right there. He doesn't even need to do much. He just needs to continue to stay alive. Half of the placement points in the game will be granted into the top 10. I think that's the marker he's looking for. But minute goes down. Koyota, Yuma, they lose their high ground. Tiggs,
it's just natural reflex right now for Fadil. You leave him by himself, and yet he looks like a duo to contend with. One elimination to kickstart things, but just like that, the scenery can change so quickly. Fadil unfortunately caught out. Tiggs and Danikers are going to be able to prevent him from keeping anything else going. Still, Epic Will trying to change his fate. He missed out in 2023 in a similar format. He's not trying to do it again. 3 eliminations already as a solo. They have catapulted themselves in the standings, and he still wants more.
8 bills for Epic Well, getting knocked at the door from so many different angles. Takes down Fukun. Can he find this refresh? He absolutely needs it right now. Another 4 teams in this game. This is huge for Epic Well in these final moments. They look like they've already qualified through, but why not win it?
Yeah, he has the med kits in the back pocket. I'm not sure how much Storm he's actually tanked at this time, but that could be a second win condition. But up above, uncontested, nobody able to look up, and the only duo left in this game at 180 points, Javi and Minish, and they're firing down onto Epic Well. These are 2 teams. They don't need the win. They're almost already qualified, so it really goes down to Ozone. This is your moment. Can you clutch up? Because Javi, a Minish, they get the elimination onto Epic Well. He has more than enough left on the Chug Jug to get himself healthy before the inevitable happens. The clash between Titans on NA Central. Javi and a Minish, 192 points. Can Ozone do it? Because up they go. A Minish, Javi, they don't want to just take part in day 2. They want to take over. Ozone left by himself in no man's land. Javi and a Minish, take it all.
You can definitely feel a little bit of the panic starting to build up there, but a Minish, he found the one shot that mattered, the closeout, and they will make it into tomorrow's battle bus.
Harvey, it's not bad for your first LAN, is it? Getting a victory royale and getting yourself through to that final.
Oh, I'm so happy, man. All the time I put in, all the work, I thought we weren't gonna qual yesterday. We done it, but we made it happen. Viva Mexico, cabrones!
I think all of Mexico just heard you, Javi. And Minish, I spoke to you this morning. You said there were small mistakes to fix. How did you fix them?
We were just uncontested, I'm not gonna lie. Other than when Chap and Flixie tried to grief me, but it didn't work that well the last game, you know what I'm saying?
It didn't work that well, but you might have to see them again tomorrow because they've definitely qualified too. Looking back to the major finals in your region, a big problem for you was managing that Storm Surge in the mid-game. Do you feel like it might still pose a challenge?
I think we'll be able to figure everything out by the time finals comes around. We have 12 games. We just wanted to get some extra practice in today to see how it'll play out in the finals.
Absolutely. Just 8 games now, boys. Do you think NA is going to come out on top?
I'm going to come out on top, not NA.
Okay, then. It's going to be NA. It's going to be Mexico. I can't wait to see how you do. I can see a Mexican flag over there. Please, Dusseldorf, one more time. Javi and a Minish. Let's send it back to the desk.
Oh man, shout out to Javi Inaminish here. Dude, So many things to unpack in that last game, but first and foremost, we have to shout out the winners. They get themselves a Real. They secure themselves a spot to tomorrow's finals, but what does this mean for the rest of the lobby? For them, obviously, they got to start thinking, all right, prep begins now.
Exactly that. I mean, not only do they have to go through this excitement, I love to see the representation globally. Javi messaged me yesterday, actually. He sent me a DM. He said, Tokata, how do you have more earnings than me? I said, Javi, don't worry. Get through this weekend. Prove that you have what it takes. And I think we're not going to have to wait long for him to pass it.
Tokata flexing his earnings there for everyone, by the way. Good on you. Good on you, lad.
Yeah.
Good on you. Look, Javi and Aminish, they have been working so hard. Every time I've been in that practice area, I have seen them VOD reviewing with their coach, TS. Shout out to him. Look, it wasn't the smoothest of days by any means, but what Aminish said as far as using all the games to gather as much information, gather as much experience as possible to take into tomorrow, and they deserve to be there at the end of the day. A great win in a game, Zeke, that was so heavily contested. So many people giving their best final swings to try and make something happen in that game, and these two did it the best.
What's crazy too, I don't know if you saw the point threshold right before we cut away there. They're up there. They're in that top 19, which means they will be pulling someone else outside of the top 19 up to fill one of those spots. These standings are going to go crazy. But once again, shout outs to them. And if you're just tuning in, you have missed some crazy Fortnite action. Here's a look back at the game winners. And as a reminder, every duo who got a Victory Royale on this page, they went straight through to tomorrow's finals. Depending on where they ended up, they didn't have to play anymore. So last game, it's fine. Javi and Aminish, they got it. And that's what they'll be playing for, the trophy. But boy, so many crazy things. And I'm getting word, the standings are ready. Let's go ahead. Let's see what this starts to look like with so many big names having these big pop-off performances in this last game. Aegis and Ritual go in as the #1 seed. Guys, I want to turn attention to 10th place Epic Whale and Pump. Epic Whale, Tokata, you and me were like, wait, this is the old Epic Whale. What am I seeing?
What year are we living in? Is this 2019, 2018, 2020? Epic Whale at one point, I saw a flash from the past when he was looking unstoppable, winning every single FNCS back-to-back on NA West, and now paired up with Pump. We are back at it again at the Major One Summit LAN. They have qualified themselves to the Sunday finals.
Epic Whale, when it mattered the most, stepped up. He was right on that threshold going into this final game, and he did not leave it to chance. I mean, you already said it. He was moving, he was flying. Still plenty to figure out as far as tomorrow goes. But that is what we wanted to see from the veterans, the experienced ones. Epic Whale is one of only 3 players who played in Solo World Cup, Duo World Cup, and every single FNCS LAN. And so for him now to be making the final in this one, we were talking about players who maybe got to play 2023's upper and lower bracket format and didn't make it through. He failed last time around. Here in 2026, he makes it through the lower bracket and avenges himself from the past. A great performance to do it as well.
Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. Remember, we need to be in that top 19. And I gotta turn attention to Duo. I want to start at 14th place. Vadial, this last game, he shows up and has the solo clutch, Tokata. We were following his perspective, and in that moment, dude, again, it's like, it's just a blast from the past, getting these long-time OG players showing up massive. Lev, I was getting hyped.
This season, we have seen Vidil do this so many times. Takar, you've casted some of these moments where he has been down as a solo and just having to stay alive in a game to keep his dreams alive, and he does it here today.
When it mattered most on home turf, Vidil did not disappoint. The solo clutch was on real, racking up elimination after elimination, but all that matters is we will see them tomorrow at the Sunday finals.
They looked so clean. We've actually talked with multiple players. That solo clutch factor is critical. And finally, obviously, the team in 19th place, Alex, Reckless, we're going to be seeing you in finals.
The OCE dream stays alive. The champs of Major 1 in OCE have not had the smoothest of days. But again, like we said, when it mattered the most, they stepped up and got the result they needed. This next page, though, is where things start to get sad. I mean, some of the goodbyes we're having to give to some of the players who have walked off the stage now, the likes of Sato and Podesai, Visual and Braids, Mr. Savage and Velo, iDrop and Marius. Marius was one of the players on the global stage last year who was fighting till the very end, giving Queasy, Swizzy and Mestache a run for their money, and he won't be playing in tomorrow's finals. Janice and Cheating. Again, a legendary German player in Janice, not gonna make it through. Koyoto and Yuma, the Asian Peterbot. We all want to see these guys playing in the final, but the competition, Zeke, is so tight at the top.
I mean, you saw it there. King and FaZe as well. Dude, so many duos. Takada. It breaks my heart, right? I'd love to make sure every single one of these players got the prize money, the beautiful trophy, but at the end of the day, this is a competition. We are fighting to see who will be the best duo and earn the title of Summit Land Champion. It was very refreshing to see as well so many of these OG players and put kind of forced into these solo clutch situations, firing on all cylinders, clutching up in this game when the pressure's on. Think about the experience they've already had. They've been in these situations before, and for just that brief moment, they find that flow state. They go, hey, I've been here before. I'm going to tap into that. Now it's time to clutch.
The issue is, though, it's just all of this experience, too. We're seeing a lot of these legacy players that have been here before. They were just not able to make it through, but it's that bittersweet moment where you have players like Clix and Higgs who didn't make it, but you have also up-and-coming rising talent showing what they're capable of on an international stage. But what I'm thinking, too, I mean, a lot of those Wonky Land teams, Clix, Higgs, King Phaser, this means some interesting stuff for tomorrow.
Yeah, we can't just move past this though, man. Clix and Higgs, the start to the year this duo had, all the hype was on Higgs. People highlighted how amazing he was as an individual. The momentum from last year's trio success, everybody believed it carry over into the duos. And even when people tried to build these guys up as a duo who would be able to compete and fight to the very end, it just hasn't been good enough. And this result might just be the shock this duo needs, because I think we can all sit here and reasonably say both of these guys are more than good enough to be playing in tomorrow's final. We love seeing them together. They're a fun duo. Whether you like them, whether you don't like them, they are a fun duo. They bring entertainment to not just NA, all of Fortnite. But it needs to be better, and today, just not good enough.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like you're saying, we need to shift focus. It needs to be a wake-up call. We have Major 2, we have Second Chance, and then we're going to Belgium. We don't have a ton of time left here to try and secure one of those spots, but ultimately, we still need to give all the teams that made it here their flowers, right? Many of them fought through Major 1, then Last Chance, then Second Chance to be here on this stage. So Fortnite fam, even if your favorite duo didn't make it through, make sure to send them some love. They still fought it out on this stage. They brought every single thing they had. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but that does not mean they are not one of the best players in the world. If they weren't, they would not have been competing on this stage. Obviously, boys, sad moment over because we got to shift focus to tomorrow. Finals.
I think the great thing about Summit as an event is usually we have these conversations with teams at the end of the year when they fail or they don't have the globals that they were hoping for. For a lot of these teams, a lot of these players, I reckon some of these guys will split over the course of the year. But for a lot of these players, this is the shock they need so that if they are on that stage at globals, they can remember this feeling. Some of them are in the back listening to me right now. Remember how you feel right now. Make sure that doesn't happen again in Antwerp.
Boys, what do we think? Tomorrow, finals, we now know the duos are competing. I'd love to hear your expectations going into tomorrow. I think we have to obviously remind ourselves the plans for mostly so many of these duos. Some made it through. They were thinking, hey, upper bracket, I'm just having a plan for upper bracket and finals. Some had to fight their way back through lower bracket. And we can't forget tomorrow is 8 games. It's not 6, it's 8. That changes, even just adding a handful of games changes so much.
I'm thinking back to 2024 Global Championship. Our winners, Peterbot and Pollo. We've seen a lot of E representation, a lot of NA, a lot of what people call smaller regions, but with King Phaser, Clix Higgs out of the game, these Wonky Land duos are no longer looking so strong. We know how Peterbot and Poyo like to play. We know that they can perform when it matters the most, so I've got high expectations for them.
Look, tomorrow, we're gonna get absolute cinema! It's gonna be so good, I'm telling you. Look, let's dust off the tears, wipe them down, forget all the sadness. The players who are playing tomorrow are gonna put on an absolute show. That is one thing I can promise you.
That's right. Well, before we start taking the camera, I do want to get production. Production, give me that graphic. Don't forget, we announced a bunch of things like the new Global Championship dates, where we're going, Belgium, a solo event, Major 2, The Last Chance. There's a blog. If this is the first time you're seeing it, go check it out, FN Comp on Twitter. Find the vlog, read up yourself. There's brand new power rankings that Lev made a video on. There's an Acts of Unreal. It's Community Day happening right now. Jump in, double XP, typical gamer, got an icon skin. It's a lot. And we have finals tomorrow where we compete for $250,000 if we come out in first place and the title of Summit Champion. I'm out of breath. Fortnite fam, lock in tomorrow. We run it back 8 games, and it is going to be a movie. Until then, we love you. Keep yourself safe. We'll see you on that battle bus.
Franklin, and once I turn up, it's
I know, but just talk. I'll fucking kill you. Just play. Uh-oh. I'm fine, I'm fine. You good?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Whip.
He's up damage. He's up 100.
Oh.
Remember your role, bro. It's a stall. Not what. This piece is useless.
No, I don't give a fuck. My role is to kill the fuck out of it.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Not bad.
Oh my! Keep mini. You're like your same HP, same body pump. Mini. Trust.
On him, on. Oh, he's dead.
Just shoot back. She's gonna edit. Just shoot. Stay with her gun out.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Bro, why are you editing?
Cause Clicks is on me, bro. Like, dude, no,
It's
you're
fine.
trolling me now.
No, that was bro. That was just on the timing.
Okay, you're good. Lucas.
Is she up?
160.
That's mess.
Nothing. She's sniping.
200. 200.
Big fucking Cody, baby. 133.
50 mats. 13 builds.
52 HP. 3 builds. 26. Let's go.
Miss.
It doesn't matter.
Bro,
if you got
Dax,
the kill.
what are you
Who cares?
doing?
Bro, what? He knows he would.
No, listen. When she has no play in a 2v1 other than to edit course you, why are you not just sitting with your gun out? Like, why are you the one editing on her?
Did you edit that right there?
No, you did. But he
No, he edited like a double edit on her.
No.
And he
Okay.
missed. Space. You need more than one box. Wait.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Show us why you got the booth, Mel.
I'm pissing all over her.
190, man. Give me a second, give me a second.
Stall.
Dead. No, 48. Dead.
Remember, gun out. She's gonna key you. Gun out. Listen, gun out.
I don't know.
Play your mats. Go,
Dead.
play your mats. He's dead.
I had no mats go down. I tried to fucking do the backward man. She has no mats.
Put your gun out.
She has fucking 3 mats.
Yo, permission to build granted.
Good match. You have more mats.
You didn't come.
Yes, I did.
Brother.
You didn't come.
Brother.
I said 300 mats. I said 300 mats.
No, HP I needed. No way. Yeah, GG's. Oh
Wait.
my god.
I mean, that's kind of cold,
I thought
but
you,
yeah.
I thought you, when you said 300 mats, I thought you said 30 HP.
I mean, you should low-key. Oh, I guess? You're just lying.
You should have win that, Mo. Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
I know. It's